can look at this chart. Okay, there are people begin to talk about the bear market rally and then new bull market. So this is the survey. All right, this is a survey, and most of the people think that 2023 February will be entering the bear market. Right, so this is survey, SURVEY. Okay, so this is a fund manager survey. Right, but it is true, nobody know. Okay, so basically this is based on their belief. Okay, based on their belief, that means their opinion. Right, so what does that mean? Opinion may not be what we call that represent stock market movement. 所以如果你的想法的话，我的意思是说，这个是 fund manager 的 survey 哦，所以他们是用他们的想法哦，想法的话并不代表股市的趋势 ，alright， 并不代表股市的趋势。But 为什么这个东西会在最近在讨论呢？因为美国市场开始波动很大。连香港市场也是开始大跌，然后新加坡市场也是比较慢 ，OK， 所以 that's why this what we call that survey is being discussed currently, okay? So only what we call that small percentage of the people believe that February or coming to 2023 will be a new bull market. So this is just a survey for your information only. All right. So later we're going to talk about the market. Okay. Later we're going to talk about market. So now we take a look at the survey and the data first. And then in 2022, all right, there are survey, okay, for 750 CEO 在这个美国有750个总裁被 interview， 所以他们个人认为的话，在这个2022年尾有可能是这个recession， OK， 因为2022年尾已经过了，所以你可以看到他们的想法其实不属于这个股市的趋势，因为2022年尾其实是很多市场反弹的阶段 alright, so if you look at the situation right now, okay, the CEO also what we call that cannot predict correctly how the stock market is going to move, alright, so the recession, alright, is based on the economic recession. So economic recession does not equal to stock market. Agree or not? Right? But anything can change 所以在这个数据告诉我们我们人其实我们会做错东西，就是说当我们判断那个东西的时候没有对跟错没有对跟错，可是如果你太相信你自己的话，尤其是尤其是看股票如果你是用你的自己的想法的话，通常都是会错了So what I mean is that especially when you use your opinion on the stock market, usually you will get wrong, okay? Because stock market will not listen to your opinion, and they also don't care about your opinion. So most of the CEO, alright, is based on the data, okay? Which they are not wrong because they based on the data, okay? And the data show that the what we call that the economic, okay, is going down due to this what we call that giant company layoff. 所以其实这个 CEO 他们看的是数据，所以他们看的是什么数据呢？他们看的是国家经济数据，尤其是这个美国方面科技股公司大裁员所以他们就估计说2023年就会进入这个 recession， 所以他们看这个数据他们其实是没有错 ，alright？ And why US market actually recently pulled back? Okay, there are few reasons. Okay, is because of the NATO. Okay, NATO country is sending weapon to Ukraine to support Ukraine. NATO 的话就是有 US 啦、UK 啦，还有这个 France 啦、Germany Japan。OK， 还有哪一个国家？还有几个国家了Australia，right? So they are sending weapon to the Ukraine. So this is one of the reason that fear the investor. And beside that, okay, the US employment is still strong, especially in which sector? Especially in hotel, especially in tourism, TOU. And then especially in retail. And lastly, the US purchasing power is still maintained at a very strong level. All right. And US February inflation may be stubborn because of this reason. And lastly, all right, US Federal Reserve already hint higher or larger high interest rate. 所以你可以看到这些东西其实为什么最近美国市场大跌 OK， 在我还没有继续讲之前，为什么我会跟大家分享这个美国数据我每次有跟大家分享，因为美国市场其实它会影响其他国家的股票市场我相信你们大家都是同意，所以 it does make sense for me to look at the US data to analyze the US data so that we can look at how the stock market in Singapore, how they move, Hong Kong market, how they move, and as well as this Singapore, US market, how they move. All right. So if you look at these, what we call that so-called informations, okay, 美国方面有可能它的通胀2月份应该就是说会比较固执一点因为它的employment rate 就是说在美国方面non-farm payroll 啦尤其是这些行业hotel 行业 OK 旅游行业还有这个retail 行业其实他们是在请人所以导致请了太多人的话当然这个 purchasing power will be increased 就是他们有能力买多东西所以导致 inflation 很难下跌 Alright so that's why 美联储已经开始暗示有可能他们会就是说接下来他们会调高比较大的这个interest rate 这个利息所以导致这个美国股市最近大跌 Alright, so these are some of the global economic growth. Alright, so Singapore is also one of the country that affected by the slowdown as well. Okay, Singapore market. Okay, or Singapore economic. Okay, 所以就是说新加坡你可以看到2023年也是会缓慢下来。Alright, so these are the data that we need to know, especially when you are a company worker or if you are company CEO. Alright, but this information may not be what we call that useful for us as an investor because like what I mentioned, the economic data may not represent the stock market. So we still need to look at the chart. Alright. So the 2023 suggestion, OK， 我的建议到目前为止来说，美国指数还有这个香港指数还有这个新加坡指数其实它已经突破这个200天的平均线到目前为止啦已经突破，虽然最近它有回调。可是它还是在这个200天平均线的上面，所以当它这个指数是在200天的平均上面的话 we consider it as a bullish signal. So when the major indices like US, Hong Kong break through 200-day moving average, usually we consider it as a bullish signal as a technical term, but things could change, all right? Why? Because stock market is dynamic. If the bad news keep coming in, right? If Russia trigger the fire again, then the stock market will become volatile again. So always be careful and always be prepared. Alright， 所以虽然我现在说现在 based on 数据based on 数据的话，其实美国市场或者是香港市场它已经突破200天平均线，可是这个状态或者是这个现象随时都会改变。为什么呢？因为如果一旦有坏消息的话如果一旦有坏消息，那股市就会被动摇所以 that's why 你们必须小心，或者是必须采取一些行动了always be prepared. All right. So my suggestion to you is that always use the price actions, okay, to look at the chart. Okay. All right. So for those of you who attended my workshop, I already shared with you, okay, how I do the thing, okay, using price action so that you can make an informed decision, okay, if anything happen to the stock market. All right, so that you can minimize the losses, okay, maximize your profit. All right, 所以比如说在10月份 okay, October, if you still remember, all right, in October, if you still remember, if you attended my webinar in October, I did mention and I also show you the data, okay, the major market, okay, usually rebound on October. All right. 所以你也看到那时候美国市场开始反弹，香港市场是在11月头开始反弹So this is all based on the data and then combined with price action. Okay, combined with price action. So combine with price action, then it become buy or sell. All right. So this is the data. 所以你可以看到我的做法跟其他人不一样因为如果你能 combine 其他的就是说顺序或者是其他的指标还有其他的数据的话然后你再看图表的话，有可能它的盈利会比较高一点就是说你的50秘籍啦如果你有降龙18掌的这个功夫的话，如果你再加其他的功夫的话，有可能你的盈利会比较高，就是这么简单。所以很多人为什么他们每次抓错股的话，因为他们只是看一个东西。如果你看一个东西的话，你会流失掉其他东西。所以 that's why the price action workshop is very useful, okay? Because I combine price action with data or market rotation so that it will give us what we call that the informed decision. And 2023 okay, buy in dip, okay, buy in dip 的意思是说它有 pullback 的话 okay, buy when it pull back for a good company only, all right, for a good company, and participate in the bull market. Okay, why participate in the bull market? Okay, the reason is because that if you don't do so, you will miss out, okay, or fear of missing out, okay, fear of missing out. So when you have this kind of mentality, fear of missing out, then you will become what we call that rushing in to buy the stock. And when you are rushing in to buy the stock, usually that is when you make a mistake. Okay, when the stock market went up a lot, this is when usually people will buy lah. So that's when the stock market begin to pull back. So when I say participate, okay, always use the price action to catch near the bottom, okay, or to catch when the price begin to rebound. 所以很多人他没有参与这个股市的话then 那个股市一直上涨的话，他们就觉得他们会错失了这个机会。当他们觉得他们会错失了这个机会，他们就赶紧进去股市里面买股票。当他们就是说赶紧进去买股票的时候，它就会造成了意外会发生。OK， 意外发生的话，那个股票就会崩盘因为很多人跑进去买。当很多人跑进去买的时候，股票就会崩盘。比如说这个香港股市当这个股市上了差不多55%的时候，很多人才进去买。买了过后，你看last few weeks already went down. So we don't want that to happen. So you have to be very careful lah. All right. So we take a look the index. Okay. So that's why always look at the chart. Okay. Always look at the chart and use the price actions. 所以你可以看到如果我们看数据的话 so if we look at what I mean is that if we keep looking at the what we call that the data, if we keep looking at the survey, all right, actually it will create the fear factor. So the more that you see the more that you read the news okay, it will actually worry you. Okay, so that when you are emotionally affected, then most likely you will not buy. Okay, then you will quickly avoid the stock market. So to avoid the fear factor, okay, my suggestion to you is that okay, always look at the chart to determine the entry point and the exit point. 所以很多人他看这个报道啦，或者是看这个报章他们看了越多，他们就越害怕看了越多就越害怕，看了越多越害怕的话，他们就不敢进场当他们不敢进场的时候，股市一直上涨，上了一个阶段的话，他们才醒悟起来，所以他们就去买进。可是他们买进的时候已经太迟了那是股票已经太多人买了，它就开始下跌。所以你们通常散户的话做错的决定就是这样了So that's why we always look at the chart, okay, to determine okay what is the entry point and exit point, to identify the potential bottom of the stock market. I never say that it will be 100% correct. I would say that it gives us some idea, or it actually gives us some potential, idea where is the bottom is, all right? And then from there, we can use our trade plan to enter and exit. So now we take a look. All right. 所以我们先看这个我们先看这个美元OK， 美元跟这个黄金，所以你可以看到美元的话，其实在这个反弹当中所以你可以看到美元继续的恢复美元继续的恢复，美元继续的恢复的话，跟这个通胀其实有关系。All right, so if you look at the US dollar, okay, the US dollar is keep increasing. Okay, so when the US dollar keep increasing, there is something to do with the inflation. So that means the inflation in the February, all right, although it's not announced yet, although it's not released yet, the February inflation may be a bit stubborn. All right, so that's why you can see the US dollar keep recovering. All right, but the resistance may be at 106. Okay, but if you look at the what we call that gold, okay, gold actually pull back, okay, because US dollar increase. All right, so 你可以看到其实美金跟这个黄金其实是相反的，所以当这个美金反弹的时候，黄金就会大跌。All right, so this is some of the indication tell us that okay, what happened is that the February inflation may be what we call that a stubborn one, but however, okay, the US dollar may hit the resistance. okay, sooner, okay, and this actually gives us some idea what was happening last few weeks of the US market. So are they bottoming? The US stock market, are they bottoming? All right. So later we will look at the indices. So now we take a look the what we call the STI index. 所以现在我们是看这个海指，海指的话。So if you look at STI index, right? STI index, recently the movement a bit slow, okay? Partly is because, you know, because STI was the best market last year, okay? And then this year, although, you know, some of the company making a good revenue, like for example, Singapore Bank company, they are making a very good revenue, but how come the STI index still go stagnant? So that could be means that Singapore market may move in the slower phase 了 ，OK？ 所以我个人认为的话，虽然这一次的业绩报告对这个新加坡股市来讲其实是不错哦，尤其是香港尤其是这个新加坡的这个银行公司也是有赚大钱哦。可是你可以看到这些银行的股票其实没有再继续涨哦，也有可能他们会走一个横盘了哈，因为之前已经上了蛮多 ，alright， 所以 this year what I mean is that Singapore market may move in the slower phase. Okay, may not as fast as last year, but maybe in a slower phase. Okay, so and Singapore market is still one of the stable market for dividend, especially the Singapore REITs is the most stable in the world. Okay, and that's why the investor who like to collect dividend, they like to buy REITs, and then they also like to buy the Singapore bank. All right, so that's why you can see the STI index, they move in a sideways. So when they move in a sideways, there are two scenarios, right? So 当他们走横盘的时候，有两个 scenario 了 ，either 是 breakout 或另外一个是 breakdown。OK， so 到目前为止来说，还有没有明确的告诉我们它会 break out 还是 break down， 它就是一直走横排 ，right？ So and right now they are also in the resistance. Okay, so you can see that the price is currently near the resistance. All right, so you can see that Singapore market is stagnant. Singapore market is stagnant， 也是不上不下的状况 ，alright， 不上不下的状况 ，OK， 但是它的价位是在这个 support level， 靠近这个 support level， 也是算 resistant， 所以是一个蛮强的 resistant， 所以你可以看到最近海指的话也是没有什么走动，但是有一些中概股哦，有一些小股或者是中概股。也是有不错的表现，只是大型的股票，尤其是blue chip 蓝筹股的话，没有什么走动。Alright, so we can see that STI index, okay, they actually move in a sideways. Right, so when they move in a sideways, okay, there are two scenarios like what I mentioned. They either break out or they either, you know, break down. Alright. But if they break down, usually they are what we call that the support level, somewhere around here. Okay, 3,200. Okay, 3,200. And then where's the resistance? In fact, the resistance is 3,280. So 到目前为止来说，其实还是在这个这个 resistance。OK， 所以如果它要继续涨的话，它必须要突破这个resistance 3280。3280 ，alright， so 你可以看到是蛮 strong 的 resistance， okay， it's quite a strong resistance， alright。So this for STI index. So we take a look S&P 500. So S&P 500 recently, alright, touches the support level. So actually they give us some opportunity, for entry point, alright? So 如果你可以看到很多坏消息 alright, but 如果你看图表的话，其实它是给我们一个机会买进的机会。So if you look at the news, if you look at the news that I show you just now, there are actually a lot of bad news. Actually, there are a lot of bad news. Alright. So when there are a lot of bad news, and then you keep looking at the bad news, then they will create the fear factor. So when they create the fear factor, then you become so fearful, not there to buy any stock. But the solution, okay, the solution to that, I always say, is a price action. The solution is always look at the chart. And when you look at the chart, right, because why? Because the chart actually tell us, okay, the human psychology behavior, because the chart actually show us the real data also. The data is actually driven by the human psychology behavior. All right. And as of now, the S&P 500 actually pull back nicely, and then they touches the very nice support level of 200-day moving average, and then they also touches the trend line as well. So the US market actually can consider as a bottom. Okay, can consider as a bottom as of now. All right, but anything can happen. If you are buying for short term or mid term, then you need to cut loss. You have to understand that nothing is 100%. But as of now, they actually give us a very nice entry point for S&P 500，其实是蛮不错的一个进入的价位。OK。Right. So of course, normally when we buy, we don't buy everything at one go. We buy progressively. Okay, it's buy progressively. And then next thing, okay, we look at the, what we call that, the NASDAQ. All right. NASDAQ 100就是这个科技股指数，美国科技股指数。美国科技股指数的话也是回调。OK， 回调 then 它也是在这个 support level。Okay, so the support level, if you base on my drawing, right? Okay, can you see that my drawing, the last week drawing are still there. So the last week drawing, the index support level was somewhere around 200 moving average around 11915. So you can see that when the price actually touches the 200-day moving average, they begin to rebound. 所以其实你不要相信也不可以因为这个技术分析的话也是有很多人在用不只是普通人那些 fund manager 他们也是会看这些技术分析来做出他们的决定。Alright, so if you look at the NASDAQ 100 is actually bottoming as well. Alright, it's actually bottoming, okay, based on the chart. So that's why it's also give us a entry opportunity. Alright, it's an entry opportunity. So that's why I say if you come back every week for this webinar, you will know when to sell, you will know when to buy. Okay, so previously, right, that was the selling opportunity. Okay, selling opportunity. Because why? Because during that time was overbought. 所以那时候2月头的时候，我也是有跟大家分享说，美国市场已经太高了我也是有建议你们 take some profit， 你还记得吗 ？OK， 如果你不记得的话，你可以去我的那个YouTube channel Wealth Hero 那边看回了我也是有讲 ，alright。So that's why I say if you come back every week, you will get the latest information about the stock market. Okay. When is the overbought zone and when is the oversold zone, so that you can make informed decision. Although it's not 100%, all right, but at least it's actually give you some idea, all right. So it actually give you some idea for US market, okay, for US market, right? So Hang Seng. So we take a look Hang Seng. So Hang Seng 55%, that was the high point. So same thing when 55%, I keep telling people to sell, okay, to take profit. 你还记得吗？那时候我也是有跟大家分享说，香港股市已经太高了哦，香港股市已经太高了 ，right? So that's why, that's why 你要看图表了哦，you have to look at the chart to make an informed decision, right? And then, after that, since then the market, Hang Seng market pull back strongly, and if you look at my drawing here, okay, the drawing, the support level is around 19,600. 19,600 is one of the strong support level. So although it's strong support level, it may not be necessary 100% as well, but they actually give you an opportunity to accumulate good company. So when I say accumulate, means that you buy progressively, you don't buy everything at one go, right? 所以其实你看，其实香港指数、恒生指数的话，到目前为止哦，已经在这个这个低位哦，is actually bottoming, okay, is actually bottoming, all right. So it's actually give us an opportunity to enter some good Hong Kong company, like for example Tencent, Alibaba, okay, or JD.com. So 香港市场的话也是有机会反弹哦。因为它的 support level 你可以看到上个星期如果你有来的话，我也是有画这个 support level 的话，差不多是在19,600左右哦。其实今天是有反弹哦，今天反弹差不多是500多点到600点左右 ，alright。So 通常我们买的话不会一次过买进，因为今天是第一天香港股市反弹了哦，所以你也是要小心的进场哦，慢慢的进场，不要不要一次过进到完 ，alright. So these are the index performance, okay. So the conclusion, alright. Conclusion is that STI stagnant, okay. S&P 500 maybe bottoming, right? NASDAQ bottoming, and then followed by Hong Kong maybe bottoming as well. Okay, so I would say potential lah, huh? Potential, yeah. Better use the word potential, huh? Because it's nothing 100% potential, TIAL, potential. Right? 所以如果你是看这个指数的话，刚才有说大家这些指数，美国 S&P 500、纳斯达克，还有这个香港的话，其实它有机会反弹哦，因为事实上哦，如果你看这个指数的话，其实他们是在这个 support level 那边，所以如果他们今晚如果有反弹再反弹的话，其实是一个亮点了哦，是一个亮点。So you buy. So what you do is that you buy slowly or progressively. Okay, don't buy everything at one go. So you buy slowly. All right. So now is an opportunity. Okay, now is an opportunity. Okay, so that's my view. My view. Okay. All right. So mastering price action workshop, which I always share with every one of you. And currently the workshop is still under subsidy up to 70%. If you have any family member, friends, or relative that want to improve their portfolio, you may want to recommend this workshop to them, all right, because it's under subsidy up to 70%. And of course, this is not a new workshop, okay? There are some good testimonial given by some of the students. I want to thank the student because the student who attended the class, they eventually will help other new investor as well, because a lot of the new investor do not know, we have this kind of workshop that is currently under heavy subsidy by the government. And if you look at the Singapore bank comparison， 所以我们接下来看这个新加坡的银行股票银行，其实个人认为的话，新加坡银行是全世界是最优秀的银行所以我本身也是很喜欢新加坡银行，所以最近的业绩报告 ，so recently the what we call that recently the earning actually give Singapore bank very good revenue and profit margin. So this is some of the comparison between the three banks, DBS, OCBC, and UOB. All right. So if you look at DBS, okay, DBS revenue grow 16%, okay, net profit grow 20%, and EPS grow 20%, and followed by DPS grow. And dividend yield is 5.8%, right, as compared to OCBC and UOB. 所以如果你 compare 的话，其实 DBS 银行是最优秀的，也是最贵的当然，如果你是看它的趋势的话，股票趋势它的上涨空间其实是跟其他的 bank 你可以看到，虽然 OCBC 比较便宜其实它涨的话 ，OCBC 涨的话跟 DBS 涨的话，当然 DBS 的涨幅会比较快啦 ，as compared to OCBC 虽然如此的话，其实如果你们喜欢新加坡银行的话，其实三家银行你们都可以买买来长期投资是没有问题尤其是新加坡银行。当然现在的价位并不算便宜啦as of now, Singapore bank price is not that cheap. Okay, so that's why if you are long-term investor, then you might want to wait for a nice pullback before you enter. All right. So this is some of the Singapore bank comparison. So the outcome is that the DBS actually perform better as compared to OCBC and UOB, so that it can help you to make a decision what bank that you want to invest If you don't want to buy three banks, you can based on this comparison to decide what bank that you want to buy. Okay, and then 接下来的话 last week, okay, the institutions net buy stock, okay, for the week of 20th February 2023年，所以这个是庄家买进这个新加坡股票，这个是上个星期的数据上个星期的数据所以你可以看到这个股票当然这个数据的话，并不代表这个股市或者是这个股票会上不是这样的因为我们还是要看图表的。So although I show you this data, but it doesn't mean that the stock price will go up. You have to understand. But we still need to look at the chart to make decision, right? Because these informations just for your reference only, right? Just to tell us, okay, what the institution are buying. Maybe they buy for the dividend collection, okay? Maybe they buy for what we call that so-called for conservative portfolio, okay? So it may not be suitable for your objective. All right, so therefore you need to make your own decision 所以你可以看到目前为止的话哪一个 dividend 最好？当然是 REITs REITs 的 dividend 还是最好。比如这个 CapitaLand Ascendas REITs, and then Keppel DC REITs, and then Mapletree Logistics Trust 5.6. All right, so these are the REITs that give a very good dividend yield. All right. Other than that, it's just a blue chip company All right. So the biggest buy is UOB, Genting, CapitaLand, Yangzijiang, Wilmar, Keppel DC, and Mapletree Locks. All right. So this is the biggest UOB, Genting, and CapitaLand. All right. So this for your informations. And this is the stock watch list, okay? 所以你可以看到这些股的话，其实跟上个星期没有什么分别尤其是 Delfi 恭喜你们如果你们有买的话 Delfi 其实是上很多 alright 然后还有什么 Sembcorp Industry, okay 大唐人 也是上很多 ，OK， 所以这些股票的话，如果你们有买的话，也是恭喜你们了哦。所以我们先看这个DJ 大唐人哦，我们看一下。所以你可以看到它的价格是继续的涨了哈。Right， 当然这个是在新加坡上市啊，这个公司是中国公司在新加坡上市，可是它是用美元美元来做交易 ，Right，and then followed by Sembcorp Industry. So no doubt Sembcorp Industry is the best performing company as of now. So 这几天的话，它有回调，而且回调是在这个 support 上面。So dividend 是吗？它有 dividend 是在这个4月25号，所以你们注意一下啦 ，dividend 是4月25号 ，alright。So as of now, you can see the price is actually near the support level. Okay, so if the price can continue to break through, you may see the price. So now this is the right. So far, this is the best performing company, alright. And 如果它要回调到3块5毛1的话，当然是比较美的价位了哦。So if the price can pull back to $3.51, I think it will be the most attractive price to enter. So currently the price actually break through. Okay, if can pull back 3.51, maybe they give you opportunity to buy. And Delfi, DELFI. So Delfi 的话继续的涨，而且今天涨得太离谱了哦，今天涨很多 ，Alright， so 恭喜你们啦，如果你们有买的话 ，OK，so Delfi 之前已经跟大家分享过 ，before 它 breakthrough 的时候，我也是跟大家分享了哦，如果你们有买的话，恭喜你们。Then 接下来的话就是这个 Food Empire。Food Empire， so Food Empire 的话，the price begin to pause, okay? So you can see that they also move in the what we call that move within the box. Begin to pause. Maybe they move inside, right? After a great run, okay? After a very great run, and BRC 是做钢铁的哦，新加坡公司 BRC。So BRC 也是有 dividend，is it dividend 有吗 ？So 5月4号 dividend，right？ So 最近也是有回调一点点 ，and you can see that it had actually a great run，okay？Uptrend，very strong uptrend，okay？So it was one of the best stock as well this year，last year，okay？last year，right？ So 你可以看到，其实如果比较贵的股票，尤其是blue chips 哦 ，if you look at some of the Singapore blue chips, right, the price not really move, but then you can see the mid cap stock is moving. Okay, mid cap stock is really moving. And Genting, SunPower, Genting Singapore. So Genting Singapore, all right. Recently the earning is quite good, but then the price didn't really move. Okay, but if you look at the price, you know, they try to break through. Okay, so you can see that the price tried to break through. All right, so I think still got potential. Okay, and if you look at it, yeah, still got potential. So the previous high is around $1.20. Huh? So do you think it will go up to $1.20? How do you think? How do you think? Will go up to $1.20? 所以你们认为它会上到1块2毛吗？会吗？其实是不知道啊，其实不知道。So we do not know whether they will go up to $1.20, but the good news is they didn't drop. Okay, they didn't drop. So Genting currently is still strong. All right, although the price movement is pretty slow right now, but it actually tells us that the price is keep moving up slowly. Okay, so that means the good thing is that people are still buying slowly. All right, so I think got chance to go up. Okay, I think got chance 我个人认为的话还有这个机会还有这个机会，因为首先它没有跌它没有跌是算它很强，它没有跌的话算它很强，它没有跌的话意思是说庄家还在里面，庄家还没有出场。OK， 庄家还没有出场，所以我个人认为的话还有 potential， 还有 potential。 Alright, I think still have potential. And SunPower, DFI, SunPower. So SunPower also moved in a sideways after a good run. Okay, after a good run. Okay, so today the price is quite volatile as well. 所以这个SunPower的话，它的量会比较少，所以如果你们买的话要小心一点啦但是如果是看图表的话，它其实也是上蛮多，所以你可以看到它也是在休息当中它也是在休息当中，而且它的价格的话0.365其实是一个 strong support level. So we can see that the SunPower, right, is actually went up quite a lot. And then these few weeks, right, they are in the rest mode. Okay, the price resting. And the good thing is that the price didn't drop. Okay, didn't drop lower than 0.365. So this is considered a good thing. Okay, consider a good thing. So I think still can watch before any movement. Okay, before any movement. Right. And lastly is the DFI. Right. So DFI I think still got potential. 这个是Giant 新加坡的 Giant. Alright, but 是以美金来计算了。So this is listed. This stock is actually listed in Singapore market, but trading in the US dollar. Trading in the US dollar. Right. So if you look at the price right now, I think the price is at the support level. Okay, is at the support level. All right. So it's quite interesting because the price also begin to rebound as well. So I think it gives us an opportunity to to enter. All right, it's opportunity to enter. But just that this stock is in the US dollar. Okay. So these are the few stocks that in my watch list. Okay. And then what else? Singapore market. Okay, Singapore market, Hong Kong watch list. Okay, Hong Kong watch list 的话，我们先看这个阿里巴巴9988 right? 9988. So if you look at 9988, right? So this was my drawing. Okay, 9988, my drawing previously last week. The strong support level was 200-day moving average, but it break below. So that's why the price actually break down. And today they have a big rebound. 今天有一个很大的 rebound. So 如果 明天它有突破的话，其实是一个好事。Alright, so if let's say tomorrow they, they break through above 200-day moving average, I think is considered a great opportunity to enter. Right? Okay. So this is for Alibaba, right? So we can see that what's go up will come down. There is always opportunity for you. So that's why you don't chase. Okay, you don't chase. Okay. So we see how they perform. Okay. Right. So maybe the price may move in this direction. May move in this direction before they break through. Maybe or straight away they break through. 所以两方面都有可能 right? They may go sideways first and then break through, or maybe they break through straight away, or like this one, or like this area. So if you look at this area, they go sideways first. Okay, they go sideways before they break through, right? So if you ask me, I think if the price, the strong support level is actually $83. If the price can go down 83, I think it will be attractive lah. But anything can happen, huh? So anything can happen, okay? 所以什么事情都会发生啊，在股市 alright? So it may go sideways, it may go back like this one, and then go sideways before they pull back. Maybe, okay? Maybe. Or they pull back, or they rebound straight away. 两方面都会发生。今天是大涨，今天是第一天，所以我们看明天如何。Alright, 所以其实可以开始注意这个香港股市了。So now you can begin to what we call that, pay attention to what we call that, Hong Kong market as well as the US market as well, because based on the chart there is an opportunity lah. There is an opportunity, right? So what about Tencent? So Tencent also rebound strongly today, right? And if you look at Tencent, all right, you can see that it actually near the support level as well. Right? So it's quite interesting, okay? So they also give you the opportunity to enter. So this is, and still have a great potential 啦，所以如果你看到的话，其实香港股市的话，虽然它涨，它有涨，可是如果你 compare with 之前的高的话，其实还有很大的空间，所以你不用就是说不用怕没有机会了，机会是很多 ，right？ 所以 that's why you have to know when is the best time to enter. Okay, best time to enter. All right. So actually, if you look at the price action, obviously this is the best time to enter lah. Right. So this is Tencent. Okay. And AK Medical 是这样。So AK Medical is a bit volatile, but then they went up slowly. Right? So you can see that they went up slowly, still have great potential. Right? Great potential. And the price went up slowly. So you just need to put this stock into your watch list and then wait for the opportunity using price action. Okay? Using the price action. Right? So this is for Singapore market. Okay, what about US? Okay, US 的话 NVDA is still the best stock. So let's see NVDA. 如果你们有买的话，也是恭喜你们。Alright. So very obvious. Are they currently above the Yeah, they are actually above this what we call that resistance, right? I think the momentum may continue. Okay, 虽然是很高 right? But 如果你之前 miss 掉了那个 opportunity, so 你就不要进了。So the price is considered expensive, all right? The price is considered expensive, okay? But you can see that the price is actually staying above the resistance, okay? Staying above support level, sorry. Staying above the support level, which is what we call that, which is a good sign, okay? Which consider a very good sign. So as long as the price continue to stay above the support level, I think the momentum may continue further. All right, so these are NVDA for semiconductor. All right, one of the best semiconductor. And energy 的话, we have VIST, right? VIST. So VIST, 如果你们有买也是恭喜你们啦，because the price keep moving up strongly. All right. So you look at your portfolio. Does your portfolio have this type of stock? Okay. If your portfolio don't have this type of stock, then obviously you are not catching up with the market. Okay. Maybe you are buying the wrong stock, or you are not in the right market rotations, or you are buying the wrong sector stock, right? And SGLM. So SGLM also rebound strongly, although previously it pulled back and then they rebound, right? So right now it's considered overbought, all right? But long-term still uptrend, okay? Long-term still uptrend. And followed by ELF. So ELF 也是恭喜你们, okay? Congratulations, because ELF was in my watch list since last year, all right? And you can see that my concept is actually always look at the uptrend. I think some of you who attended my class, I already explained to you why uptrend stop, okay? And then we use some what we call that technical analysis, price actions to identify the entry point. Okay, and then we do some reverse engineer to study the company. Okay, after using the price actions, we study the company, and then when we are comfortable with the company, then we buy using the price actions. All right, 所以你可以看到，通常我比较喜欢那个股票已经涨的股票。Right, but 为什么呢？因为涨的股票就是有人买嘛。OK， 如果你一直买那个便宜的股票，没有人买的话，虽然你在这个技术方面很强的话，那个股票不能上也是没有用。Right, so we can see that the price went up and continue to went up. Okay, so now it's considered expensive lah. Okay, considered expensive. Will they go up further? We do not know. All right, we do not know. Okay. And what else? STLD 钢铁 right? So 钢铁的话也是继续涨。So you can see again, congratulations to you. The stock that I show you all went up quite nicely. All right. So it's actually give you some value lah. Okay. So that's why price action workshop or price action strategy it actually work. Okay. It actually work. It's just that, you know, some people they don't believe it. Okay. Some people they don't you know, what we call it, they don't apply. Right. So these are the US stock. Okay. Congratulations. And you can see that the watch list didn't change much. So what about your stock? So if you have some stock, please you know, ask in the Q&A session. Yeah, correct. Yeah, we discussed about Delfi last session and it broke up nicely. Thank you. First resources. First resources. First resources 也是有涨了哈。Right. So 之前我们也是有 discuss, okay, but now they are hitting the resistance, all right. But today they went through, okay. Today they went through. So that means officially they are, you know, entering a bull market lah. Am I correct? 所以到目前为止来说，它已经突破这个200天的平均线。之前我也是有跟大家分享过，每一次 support level 买进。所以我还记得那时候我也是有在这个 Telegram 有讲了哈。So now, breakthrough, so it's still okay, all right. So I think still hold on, okay. So yeah, when is the resistance? Is the resistance somewhere here? So you might want to take some profit progressively lah, okay, if the price continue to go up, okay. So it's quite a nice buy entry, quite a nice buy entry when the price near the support level of the trend line, okay. Then the price actually went up continuously, okay. 可以吗? So yeah, you just need to take note, although now is near resistance, I think, all right, 1.63, but I think based on today candlestick, maybe they still have some potential to go up. So the first level of resistance may be at $1.71, okay. So you might want to consider to take some profit progressively, 可以吗? And China Aviation pull back, okay, pull back strongly, right? So are they in the support level? We take a look. Are they in the support level? Where is the support level? Support level is here. 93 cents is a support level, right? And the price rebound, okay, when they hit 93.7, all right. So the next thing, what happened is that, right? So the price must break through the 50-day lah, huh? The price must break through the 50-day before they go up further. Okay, but look, potential, I think technical rebound after hitting the support level of 93 cents, right? So previously they went up strongly, which I discussed this stock last year, when price was around 79 cents. Then along the way, profit taking until recently, until recently pull back, and then they rebound again, right? I think still got potential, okay. Keppel DC. Yeah, actually Keppel DC, where's the support now? Yeah, we discussed Keppel DC last week last few weeks before the price actually break through. I think somewhere here. Before the price break through, and then they pull back. Okay, pull back. If you look at the price is currently near, are they near? 199. 199 at $2 is a strong resistance, but I think based on the chart, they may continue to rebound. All right. So we can see that if you look at, if the price can break through $2, I think the momentum may continue. So 如果它是有突破，再突破2块钱有可能它的 momentum 会继续的上涨，有可能它的 momentum 会继续的涨。Okay, so still have a lot great potential. SIA 扬子江 SIA 没有力了哦。SIA the resistance is here somewhere around 5.64 right 5.664 so 有可能之前上的太猛，之前上的太快 right 所以它就开始下跌 right 所以你可以看到每一次它跳空上去哦，它就开始回调，所以它好像是这个一个骗局这样啊，骗你进去，然后它就大量的卖出 right so you can see that after what we call that after gap up, okay, after gap up they begin to sell down, right? So same thing here, when the price hit above then they begin to pull back, all right? So 这个是SIA 的状况 alright so SIA 的状况，所以有时候你们要看图表来这个套利哦，要看图表来套利，虽然很多人也是有讲他的业绩报告不错，其实他业绩报告不错是吗？可是为什么他没有继续涨？有可能他已经消耗掉了这个好的业绩报告，所以当这个业绩报告一出来，他们就开始卖出哦。所以不一样的人做法 ，OK， different type of the investor。Okay, but the support level is around $5.60. Okay, $5.60. Almost. Okay, $5.64. $5.64 or $5.60. Right? 扬子江look good, okay, because the price actually continue to rebound, and what happened is that so let's see, so recently also rebound a little bit, okay, rebound a little bit, all right. So I think still got potential, okay. Reason is because that they are recovering well, okay, after a big sell down from here, then they're recovering, and finally they break through the 50-day moving average, and then the trend may continue, all right. So if you look at the price here, once they break through the 50-day moving average, they continue. So 还有潜能 but 股票价格不便宜 okay 也是要小心啊 right so because the price already went up a lot, okay, went up a lot, so now they are recovering well, okay, they are recovering well, and the stock price is not cheap anymore, so you have to be careful, okay, you have to be careful lah, okay. Sinopec 0386 0386 0386 Sinopec. So this stock is very volatile, okay. So if you buy in case, you know, you have to be prepared. Very volatile. Okay, but recently, what happened? Recently, rebound also touches the 50-day moving average. What are they doing? Energy, or oil and gas. All right, so Sinopec is a oil and gas company. All right, oil and gas company is still okay, and recently is quite strong. 所以这个股票的话，其实是蛮强的哈。如果你是跟这个 香港科技股相比的话，其实 Sinopec is still considered one of the strong stock. So currently they rebound after touches the support level. I think still got potential, right? Still got potential. Just that you need to know Hong Kong stock market is always volatile. 如果你买进这个香港股票的话，其实它的波动很大，所以你要承受这个波动的趋势。如果你承受不了的话，就不要去动它。And US stock Uber. Let me see. All right. So Uber 的话也是在 support level 上面 ，OK. So how do you think Uber is not a profitable company? All right. Uber is not a profitable company. It's considered growth stock company. All right. Growth stock company means that it actually sensitive to the interest rate. Okay. It's actually sensitive to interest rate. But based on the chart, okay, they are near the support level. So they give you what? They give you entry opportunity. But when you buy this type of stock, you need to be prepared to cut loss in case they turn against you. All right, in case they turn against you. Okay. So right now they are showing you the entry point here, and then previously the price actually sloping up. Sloping up, all right, sloping up, and then they break through the resistance of 33.25. So it's actually give you some what we call that, some potential. Okay, some potential, right? Uber, CDLH. CDLH， 这个是 CDL 是吗 ？Trust CDL Trust. The price didn't drop, right? Unless the price dropped to $1, that will be an attractive price to enter. Usually, when you buy a REIT, right? If you can try to buy when the price pull back a lot. And if you know the chart, if you know how to look at your chart, actually you can buy at a very nice price. So now it's not considered cheap. So usually I don't recommend you to buy now. So you just wait patiently before you are buying. Okay. So Meikao, you give me so many stock. Maybe give some other people. Sembcorp Marine. Sembcorp Marine. So Sembcorp Marine 还可以买吗？请问 ，How do you think? So the price is so volatile after the merging. All right, after the merging, the price becomes so volatile. So usually when the price is so volatile, I will skip the stock first because they didn't give you any what we call that better. They didn't give you or didn't show you a clear picture. All right, to you know what is going on. But if you look at the chart, okay, 115. So 0.115 is quite a support, right? I'm not sure. Is it? 0.115 is quite a support, but it's a very volatile. So when it hit the resistance, they may pull back. So if you want, maybe this stock is for a short-term trading. Okay, maybe for a short-term trading, right? How far? Alpha pull back strongly. Previously talked about this stock. Then after that, the price actually pull back strongly. Okay, and then break through the support level. So once you break through the what we call that the support level, all right, usually it's a bit difficult for the price to recover. probably because the price actually went up a lot. 所以之前上蛮多 right 差不多28%，然后它就开始跌12%， right? So apologize to everyone, okay, if I cannot, cannot analyze all your stock. Apologize to you first, because of the time limitation. Next, all right. So next went up quite nicely. We do talk about this stock in the Telegram. I hope you received the Telegram. Okay, and then yeah, currently it's considered overbought. Okay, overbought. You might want to take some profit. All right. So 这个股票我们有在这个 Telegram 有讲到 ，OK， 它也是开始突破 ，OK， so now is considered 超买 ，OK， 超买的话意思是说，有可能你们要注意了哦，所以就是说你们要逃离一些 take some profit， before the price continue to what we call that continue to maybe sell down anytime because went up aggressively, right? PayPal. PayPal. PayPal is still downtrend and considered growth stock as well, right? So how do you think? Can buy or not? So if you buy this type of the stock, so you have to be careful, right? You have to be careful. What's go up, they will come down. But if you ask me, I think the nice price to enter will still be where? What price is it? $68. 所以如果你问我的话，68块会是比较好的价位进场啊 ，support level, alright? Because this is considered growth stock, it actually went down a lot due to the inflation and the what we call that the interest rate, right? SATS. So SATS, the right issue already come out, okay? So the offer price is $2.20, okay? $2.20, am I correct? So $2.20, okay, how do you think? So now the price $2.70. So depending what type of the time frame you are investing, if you are going for long term, then you may want to buy some to keep for long term. If you are buying for short term or mid term, there is no nice entry setup yet, okay? So you might want to wait for the opportunity. But meantime, I think the right issue, maybe there are people intend to subscribe, okay? Because the price is quite attractive, $2.20, okay? And long term, I think is okay. But short term and mid term, there is no nice setup, okay? There's no nice setup. Google, G-O-O-G. So what happened to Google? Okay. What happened to Google? The price pulled back so much. Right? So there is a quite nice setup. Okay. Right. So Google 的话, pull back a lot, okay, because of the what we call that ChatGPT error. So the price is actually pulled back. But I think now they give you an opportunity to accumulate, I think, okay, because the pullback and then also touches the trend line, right? Touches the support level as well. So in case you like this company, you may accumulate slowly. Don't buy too much. You buy small first. If they go up, then you can add position, okay? Because most of the good company, they went up, but Google consider one of the good company is still not going up yet. Instead, they try the pullback. But now, based on the chart, there is a nice setup. Okay, so you may want to consider, buy a little bit. All right. So Sembcorp. Sembcorp 还可以买吗？ Sembcorp still can buy or not? Sembcorp. So Sembcorp after the corporate action, the price become what we call that? The price become what we call that? They move in a sideways, and if you look at the chart, it's a bit difficult. Okay, after the price actions, but however, like what I mentioned, if you are keeping it for long term and you buy at the low price, I think still okay because the inflation are still stubborn, the interest rate are still high, so maybe the energy stock still have some room, okay, to play. And also do remember the dividend X day is on April 27, okay, April 27, right? Wilma, we take a look, Wilma. So 最近Wilma 它的业绩报告也是不错哦，也是赚蛮多钱的，可是它的股票上不了 ，alright? So that's why you have to what we call that? You have to decide what stock that you want to buy. Are you looking for dividend collection? Then dividend collection maybe yes but if you are looking for price appreciation, Wilma a bit difficult. 所以 Wilma 的话，其实如果你买来收拿 dividend 的话，应该是不错了。可是如果你买来赚钱因为它的股票比较很难上Can you see that? Even though the what we call that the earning 它的业绩报告不错，可是它没有涨，它的股票也是没有涨 ，right? So that's why you need to choose the right stock okay? You need to choose the right stock, okay? And let me see other stock. Is there any other stock? Meta platform, okay? Meta platform, 我们看 Meta. So Meta platform is Facebook. So Facebook, how do you think Facebook? How do you think Facebook? All right. So where is a support level? Support level 在哪里? All right. So if you look at Meta platform, right, the price is actually near the support level actually, all right? Actually, the price near the support level. So if you want to accumulate, I think, yeah, the price here, correct. The price is actually the support level was 168, and then they rebound, okay? So if you want to accumulate, I think these are the area that you can accumulate slowly, all right? I believe still got great potential, okay? Went down a lot, 所以 Meta 的话它下跌很多，差不多76%，然后最近涨了119%，所以美国股票的涨幅会比较快了所以有些人比较喜欢做美股就是这样的原因。当然新加坡股市也是不错，尤其是如果你要买比较稳定的股票，就是新加坡股市 ，alright。所以如果你喜欢比较活泼的股票，当然还是这个美国市场 ，alright。So yeah, still got great potential, and the support level is 168. Alright. I think last night they went up a little bit, okay, and I think still got potential, okay. I think still got potential. So the important thing is that the price must not break below 168. So if the price break below 168, then the price may continue to go down. So you need to be careful So 我的意思是说它的 support level 是168 如果它突破这个168的话，你就要小心。当然，如果它的价格没有跌破168的话，还是可以看的。Alright. So UMS. MS. So what happened to UMS? UMS is actually near support, huh? Okay. Is it near support? Let me see. $107差不多 Alright. So UMS is actually near the support level also. Alright. Excuse me. Near the support level. So we will see this few days what happened. Alright. And then the sell down is also quite aggressive previously. So it's considered a weak structure also. You need to be careful now. Alright. So if the price break through, then the price may go down further. So 现在是比较危险的状况有2个 scenario。如果它反弹的话，有可能是到这边；如果它跌破的话，它就会跌。差不多是1块。Alright, so a bit tricky. Okay, right now it's a bit tricky. Right? So 还是要小心一些啦Right? So you can see that the stock is quite volatile. So it's not easy for you to make money also when the price is volatile. Right? QMN. Alright, QMN, what happened to QMN? QMN, I talked about this stock when the price went up, but then after that they pull back. Okay, so when they pull back, so now what happened? Okay, when they pull back, unless the price rebound, so now we don't buy unless the price rebound. Okay, before you buy. So when the price still below 50-day, we don't buy we don't buy. All right, we don't buy. So it's still considered super downtrend. Okay, so super downtrend means that if you buy already, you must know when to sell. Like this one, they went up to 38 cents. You can see investor begin to take profit. So now they pull back and then they break through the 50-day moving average. If the price can rebound above 50-day moving average, I think got chance to have some short-term rebound. So short-term rebound means that you need to sell to take profit okay, all right, because the stock overall still super downtrend. Okay, the stock is still super downtrend. All right, so let me go back to this slide. All right, so that's why a lot of people are still looking at the news, and then when they look at the news, right, okay, that may cause them to what we call that confuse. 所以如果你今天还看这个报章啦，还是看这个听别人讲的话，你会 confuse 你自己了。So that's why 我的 solution， 我给你解决的方案就是要用这个 price actions， 要看图表。So why the price action? Because price action allow you to spot the chart pattern. Okay, to spot the chart pattern. And it is more effective. The reason is because that we look at the real data. 所以为什么看图表呢？因为图表告诉我们真正的数据，买进跟卖出的数据，还有这个蜡烛其实它有它的 pattern。如果你有掌握这个蜡烛的 pattern 的话，你就有 advantage 有 advantage 的话，你的盈利会比别人高。So that's why I still suggest you to look at the chart and using the price action and stop what we call that reading too much of the news 啦，不要看太多的 news，OK， 因为你看太多的 news 你会麻木。当你麻木的时候你会做出就是说不正确的决定 ，alright。And let me introduce you the 14 hours online training. All right. So currently this is still online so that you can learn from your home. If you have the internet, you no need to go travel down to the town. Okay. So, you save a lot of time, and then this course is still under subsidy. Okay. Up to 70%. Depending on your age, okay,